Hello, church. It's so good to be with you. I hope you caught Eric yesterday, who did such a nice job of setting the table for this Thanksgiving week. And I also want to thank you, the church, for the turkey outreach. And literally the hundreds of turkeys we collected yesterday were amazing. But it's such a beautiful partnership between us and First Baptist Church, Merritt Island. And I'm so thankful for my friendship with Pastor Titus and just really the amazing work the two churches do together to come alongside and do what I preached about a week ago, which is really be healthy missionary experiences and expressions in our community to love people well. And so I know for a fact between our two churches, we made a difference in the lives of people in our community for Thanksgiving. So I want to say thank you and just tell you how full our hearts are in Thanksgiving for you. So let's pick up the passage in Titus. I'm going to go back and read a part of 8. Titus has been giving instructions for elders. And part of what I want us to take away from this is that while he is specifically giving instructions about what an elder looks like, I think here 2,000 years later, we need to read and hear this with a sense of ownership that we are all at some level elders in the church, right? That we have a sense of ownership when we're on our campus and when we're representing Georgianna beyond our campus. So this is how I want you to hear this. So we're going to go back and pick it up in verse 8, but 9 is where we're going to live. Rather, he, an elder, must be hospitable, one who loves what is good, who is self-controlled, upright, holy, and disciplined. All those are good things. Then in verse 9, it says he must hold firmly to the trustworthy message as it has been taught, so that he can encourage others by sound doctrine and refute those who oppose it. So here's what I believe needs to happen. We don't want leaders in our church who are prone to circumstantial faithfulness, right? That's unacceptable. You can't have circumstantial faithfulness. You've got to be all in all the time. When you're a leader in a church, or when I think you are a part of the body of Christ together. You've got to be all in all the time. And I think that when you are, then you can stand firm. You can create literally a protective hedge around your church as we link arms to protect our church from those things that would want to come and attack us, but also to stand firm against false teaching, against those untruths in our community and our culture. Literally to stand firm, but you've got to be able to have a certain level of ownership to do that, right? So here's what I think. You can't hold on to ground that you don't have, right? So that requires a spiritual level of maturity. I think your witness, my witness, depends on service. And I'm so thankful that the leaders in our church, multiple leaders beyond our elder board, to ministry leaders, to those that serve all over our campus. What I love about that is they have a sense of ownership. I love the elders on our elder board who serve at youth camp, who work in parking ministry, who serve hospitality ministry, who are constantly finding ways to give themselves away and not just sitting in a position with a title. Right? This is a difference. I think our witness is based on service. All right, so listen, I think what he's trying to say at the end, he says you want to be spiritually mature so you can encourage others. Part of what we all need a little bit of Barnabas in us, right? A spirit of encouragement to encourage our brothers, sisters. You're going to find that along this journey, there are those who are wounded and hurting and broken and who could just use a word of encouragement. We have a beautiful woman in our church who every week sends an email to Ryan, myself, Janice, Eric, whoever preaches, and she says it's not the same thing, but essentially she tells us how grateful she is for virtual church, and then she talks about how wonderful the music is, how wonderful the sermon is, how wonderful Take 5 is. It's a weekly encouragement that comes amidst some emails that are less than encouraging. I look forward to seeing her name inside the email box, because I know it's going to be a word of encouragement and not a word of critique. And that's what Titus is saying here. You've got to be grounded in what you have been taught in order to be an encouragement to others, to offer others hope. And isn't that what Thanksgiving week is about? is for us to come alongside one another, to love one another, and to pause and think about what we're so thankful for. So I just want to tell you, church, that this is a season that we're entering where we get to make the difference in the lives of other people because we have been blessed. I believe more than anything, church, we have been blessed to be a blessing. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. That's exactly what will happen this week. So, church, I hope you know how much I love you. In the coming weeks, you're going to have a little bit of Pastor Jen, a little bit of Pastor Janice, a little bit of Pastor Ryan as they step in while I'm on sabbatical. And so I want to thank you for the generosity of our elders who allowed that to happen, but for you that allow Dee Dee and I to be away to really take some time and reflect on the coming season in our life with a spirit of thanksgiving. I love you so much, church, and this time together every Monday is a precious blessing to me. So thank you for inviting me into your life and into your home. I'm forever grateful for that. Happy Thanksgiving.